Ho ho ho, Amanda Claus here, my angels and devils, and I am here with another tutorial for you. Today we are going to do some packaging. Now, you might be looking at these and going, ooh, she got the fuse tool out. No, she didn't. What I did is I literally cut up a couple of collector card sheets. Then I cut some paper to size, popped it in. Now we're just going to package up the wreath I made for the wreath tutorial. So we're just going to pop that in there neatly. Well, I am all thumbs today. I'm probably going to give up on the crafting tutorials in a minute. But you just pop that in there. And then what I have done is I have cut out a whole lot of pretty paper and cardboard from a die I have. It's a stitched pretty edged die. What I do is I decide, okay, so we'll do this one for this, and I don't think I have, what's on the back of that paper? I don't think I have that paper. Hang on. I've started to get like, oh, I should be doing more matchy-matchy, but how about we just use this one to go with it, and then I might use the red background just to mix it up to go the red and green. So what I've done is basically super simple. Most people have the collector card sheets in their stash. Over here they're not super cheap, but I think I found 50 for $13 on eBay, which is on my list of things I need to buy before I start the 100 Things challenge. Otherwise I won't be able to do many pocket letters and things. Okay, so I'm just shutting my bling at the moment. From the last tutorial, just move that out of the way. Okay, so now what you're going to do is literally decide which side you want to show. Usually I go for the stitch side. This one's a bit not happy with that one. Yeah, let's go with this one. Okay, so what I do is I tend to line up that centerpiece, because if you line up this center little fancy bit, now we all have fancy dies in our stash. We all do. Like, unless you don't have a die cutting machine, in which case you don't, and you could probably just trace something like this out quite simply. And then I do the same thing with this piece. Now, so now I have those folded over. I need some double-sided tape, which I'll just reach over to my cart and grab. I think this one got, yep, this one fell off my cart, so it's a little bit worse for the wear. So now what I'm going to do is pop, hang on, yep, pop a piece of tape here and one here, and then we're going to do the same thing on this one. Now, as you can see, I used two lots of paper I used paper here that you could use either side of. What is good about these is if you have paper, I use nice paper, but if you have paper you don't really like in your stash, it is amazing how cute it can look as packaging. So as you can see, this one is matchy-matchy, but I didn't do them all matchy-matchy, so I kind of only started doing that after a certain point, so I didn't think about it until I was packaging these up. These ones it didn't matter because of, so what I do is I just push that down nicely and gently, and then I just sort of make sure my paper's in. I come across here and I try and sort of just line of sight, eye it off to make sure it's sort of in a nice spot, and then you do that. So I just try and get it roughly evenly. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Now the first thing with this I do is I do the back first. So I line it up, I look for roughly the center again, and what I try and do is line up the little centerpieces again, because that helps, and then I push that in, then I come over here, take that off and line that up, and voila, you've got a really, really cute package to pop in a loaded pocket, in a little part, like in with a card if you're just sending a card to a crafty friend. It's relatively flat, so it will go in normal post, which is something I have been more conscious of lately. But yes, and I didn't put the backing in with these, but we can do Yeah, we've got the snowflake one here. Oh, and now I find the matching one. So I can redo that later, and I will put that so that it matches, because I kind of have this thing now that I've discovered that it looks really cool matchy-matchy. But what I will do is, because I have one of those, we will do that one. So let me just fix this one up. I don't know why I suddenly got all matchy-matchy. I was doing the mismatched when I first started, or I didn't really worry about it as much, but I do kind of really like the matchy-matchy. So again, we're just going to fold it over, and it just depends on the way your paper goes. Like, so it's not going to matter which way you fold it if you've got a pattern where the fold doesn't matter. In this case, you want your ornaments to look pretty. I think that's the nicer side, so we'll use this side as the back. So again, just lining it up with that. I always do it along the crease so that you're not sticking your fold down until you're ready, and then fold it over, pull that off, and voila. It is so super simple, and because we already have this one half done, and let's see, what cardboard would we like to use on that? I've just made a mess here of everything, just trying to... because we have that green, I think we'll go with the really nice sort of, this is like a muted green shimmer cardstock. It's really nice. And we just go like that, just to give it a nice... Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take a few of my little, although some of these are a bit big, but that's okay. We'll do a couple of big ones and some smaller ones. And I just usually tuck them over my thumb, or my thumb over my finger as I'm putting them ready to package, and I usually try and do 2 of each colour, because I don't like to feel like, because pipe cleaners are relatively cheap, and so what I do is I do that, and then what I will do is open this up, put these in, just do that, and then I will kind of skew them into the package a little. Actually, that didn't work exactly as I wanted it, but that's okay. Things rarely, often don't work out the way you want them to, but you know, as long as it looks cute, that is the important thing with this packaging. I just wanted to up my packaging game a bit, but I don't have huge amounts of money to invest in buying bulk packaging and things. So for me, I already had the collector card sheets. It doesn't take a lot, and actually for something I had done for my Etsy store, I had packaged them up in lots of 3 collector card sheets. Okay, that's not quite lined. That's the good thing about this being plastic too, is that you can kind of spend a little bit of time trying to line it up a bit better, and then fold it over, and then we're just going to take this piece we already did. Again, I always just have it on the center fold. Just make sure I've got it roughly where I want it, or mostly where I want it, and there you go. Super simple, super quick. I've just rabbited on and made this a super long process, but it really isn't. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you got a really nice little quick and easy packaging idea for when you're sending out swaps and happy mail, and I will talk to you all soon, my angels and devils. Ho ho ho, Amanda Claus out, I guess. I'm a little scatty today, I apologise. Anyway, I hope you're having an amazing day. Stay safe, and remember, as always, you are incredible, you are amazing, and truly the most important thing of all, you really do matter. Bye!